Hello, this is David from the Credit Repairman, and today we're going to talk about debt. Now, you don't want to think about it, I don't want to think about it, we don't want to talk about it, but nonetheless, it's important for you to understand. And essentially what we're going to talk about is what happens in terms of how debt builds, right? So, what are the charges that you don't see? And one of the things I want to focus on are overdraft fees. Now, some of you guys may be familiar with it, but are you familiar with the fact that several years ago, the banks were actually sued in court for something called reordering? What this was is banks began to essentially itemize your account from highest to lowest, as opposed to chronological. As you can imagine, that was a problem. And so when people think about, say, why they end up not having the kind of money they need for those emergencies. Again, Federal Reserve numbers, right? 6 in 10 Americans cannot afford a $500 emergency. Well, part of that's because, well, they just don't have the money when the time comes because they're not able to save, or they don't see the money that they're losing. And bank fees are a good example of that, be it overdraft fees, which, by the way, cost you $35 on average, and some banks let you overdraft up to 7 times. It's insane, right? So, thinking about other different kinds of fees, there's something like over 13 different kinds. Did you know you can be charged for simply paying over the phone or transferring one balance to the next? Maybe, maybe not, but if you like the sound of this, please click the link to the blog, follow us on Facebook or Twitter, and we'll keep the content coming.